Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent.
Don't do that, bro. Like, come on, bro. We all, everybody,
hey,
all of us.
It's man. It's just so many people that are terrible that you could have just like put in instead of like the really, really, really terrible people. Cool. Robert too. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, bro, we all heaven sent. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, dog, like, don't get it twisted. Don't get it messed up, bro. Like, it could be, you know that. Like, you could be anybody. You could come from all walks of life, apparently. You feel me?
Bro,
Brock Lesnar too.
Man, I'm telling you, no. You think you could just replace like, you know what I mean, like King Von too? You know what I mean? Instead of saying Epstein, you gotta go there with it.
We all heaven sent.
All of us.
He was like, even you.
Brock Lesnar too.
Even you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Vince McMahon too. You feel me? Like, whoa, hold on, bro. Like, everybody, bro. He said Adolf too, bro.
Chris Benoit.
You could have said Chris Benoit would have been worse than Epstein or Adolf.
Bro, I don't like how the nigga flipped it at the end. Was like, even you. Like, I'm the most sinister nigga on that list.
No, it's not even the fact of that. It's the fact that he said everybody's heaven sent, and then he said even you. You said maybe you, maybe me, but Adolf's in there. Oh, okay, for sure.
That's crazy.
You can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, even you are sitting around doing nothing. Go to college.
That was really bad, man. Like, everybody's heaven sent, man.
Nigga,
I'm saying Chris.
Nigga, the Bible don't even say everybody's heaven sent. The Bible is like, yo, some of you niggas is the devil. Like
the Bible is wrong, apparently. Okay.
The Bible didn't listen to LaRussell, all right?
This nigga said, hey, my engineer tried to call me and tell me that I shouldn't release this, but I'ma do it anyway. Nigga, your engineer loves you. He's trying to protect you. This nigga knows you're stupid.
Let me tell you something, LaRussell. Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? Listen, shout out to us, all right? Sometimes you need to listen to people. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with listening to people. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with listening to people, man. That's it. You know what I mean? Hey, man, listen, Bay Area, man, he meant what he meant. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. You know what I'm saying? 707, say it backwards, bitch.
Nigga, do you remember when Erykah Badu said that shit too?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
she was like, hey.
Academic Jerry, and everybody forgot all about it.
I do not remember that. Actually, I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather not. You feel me? So,
bro,
let's let him be the only one to try to, you know what I'm saying, get forest fires and all the, you know what I'm saying, all the heaven sent folks. You know what I'm saying?
Last thing I'm gonna say is like, nigga, it never goes well after you like say Kanye. I feel like after Kanye, it's just like a slippery slope down. Like there's nothing else after that.
It's like, oh, he's gonna make a sharp left after this one, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, this nigga like, oh shit, yeah, I can see where you going with it. Yeah, Adolf, yeah, that falls in line. Yeah,
whoa,
that was wild, man.
He said Epstein, and it was like, whoa, and then it was like Adolf too. It was like, whoa.
I'm looking at the faces. I'm like, nobody is hearing this, bro. Like, what's going on?
Nigga, they got insanely quiet. Like when he was started at the beginning, it was like, oh, he really has something to say. And then later on, it was like everybody got like super duper quiet. It was like, okay, I see why your engineer told you to shut the fuck up.
Nothing's gonna come of a beat that just has 3 piano keys and like, you know what, this is not gonna be good.
Bro. Never
good.
He tried it, bro. He tried it, but you know, hey.
We all heaven sent.
Like Jizzle said, man, sometimes you gotta listen to people, man. And if you're gonna listen to anybody, you're gonna listen to the motherfucking public enemies, man. Let's go ahead and hit this button.
I told that little bitch, don't you cross the line. She know that she ain't got no kid, but she gon' swallow mine. Keep one up top, I shoot my shot just like it's Columbine. If I say put it on the floor, then that's the bottom line. Yeah, I told that little bitch, don't you cross the line. She know that she ain't got no kid, but she gon' swallow mine. Keep one up top, I shoot my shot just like it's Columbine. If I say put it on the floor, then that's the bottom line. And I'm the number one contender in this bitch, still up in this bitch, tryna stretch the difference. I'm always on some different shit. Ideos meal, Del Rio flow, I'm just switching whips. If everybody got a price, nigga, then you should get a grip. 415s in the trunk, I make it slump, nigga. If I'm not the best in the world, I see him pump, niggas. To be the best, you gotta beat the best, just what come with it. Lie, cheat, and steal for real, just like when Trump did it. I told that little bitch, don't you cross the line. She know that she ain't got no kid, but she gon' swallow mine. Keep one up top, I shoot my shot just like it's Columbine. If I say put it on the floor, then that's the bottom line. Yeah.
Yo, what's the deal, man? 400. Right. Oh my God.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, people with jobs, people without jobs, middle class, upper class, high class, all that, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, elderly people, and twerkers, we present to you another episode of the Public Enemies Podcast. I go by the name, oh my God, Graham. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here with us, and we appreciate that. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? We all haven't sent around this motherfucker y'all talk about. So, hey, I hold it against you. I do not hold it against you, rather, if you haven't hit that like button. But guess what? There's still time. You feel me? Let's just make sure we're doing what we doing to support the algorithm nation out here. You know what I'm saying? Janet Jackson is not happy about this Michael Jackson biopic. That's what I heard. But however,
we all heaven sent.
But Jermaine, we all heaven sent. The side waves, we all heaven sent. I wouldn't trust Jermaine either. Nobody ever trust Jermaine. Jermaine was a snitch. You got everybody at whoopings.
that is the voice of your forever champ house and Jizzle. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, it won't be right if it was a 400 episodes of greatness. Gotta bring the belt out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it don't matter who the champ is. I'm the people's champ. I'm the people's champ housing 400, the original. I am so. I've never committed to anything for 400 weeks in my life, and I would, and I'm just glad that I was able to do something that I really care about. And yeah, we in the building, man. It's all right, man. I know you missed it. I know you missed the white belt.
Nigga.
Heaven sent. That's why it's white.
Benny, what's the deal? What's the deal?
Yo, we back at it. 400 of them things, boy. I've been on like probably 200, I think.
Yeah, it's about 61%.
Something like that. I came in late, but I made up for it. We made up for it. 400 episodes. We still part of it. Be part of the next 400. I'll make up for that.
We get the 4,000, baby.
Me and Ben have matching shirts on today. How did that happen?
Newer boys. Ooh.
Yeah, bro, you can't get off this couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the wrestling boys.
Get off my couch. You know what I'm talking about? Get off my couch. Y'all
talk about Ninja Turtles, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Seen that reboot. You know what I mean? They put it out for a week. You know what I'm saying? Seeing new Ninja Turtles 2 with Vanilla Ice and Kevin Nash, who's not in great favors right now. That's why he died as a shredder. But yeah, it was great.
Listen, I told everybody I was going to make a Cuddy Bang, so I'm making a Cuddy Bang here on air. We have some 818 tequila. We have some watermelon rum. We have a strawberry margarita Cayman Jack. And then we also have a blue cherry buzzball. And then we've also got a Red Bull. It's ice vanilla berry Red Bull.
Yeah,
come on, bro. I told you I was finna do the Cuddy Bang. You feel me? So we here making the Cuddy Bang. You feel me? But listen,
you should do it responsibly, man. If you was out in public air doing this, you know what I mean? Jail is the only thing that comes with that.
I know.
Jail, the guillotine.
But I was like, yo, do you nigga think he tipsy bartender, nigga? You about to put some candy in it, nigga? This nigga tipsy bartender, nigga. That
nigga be like, yo, man.
Yeah,
like, yo, I put a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids in here. I'm like, what is this for?
Look,
he
I have 7 bottles of Everclear in here, but yo, here's some candy to go with it. Like,
Bro. Nigga think like, yo, you do like this with the bottle, like twist that shit so it comes out in a swirl that you're gonna be impressed. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Stop it. I'm talking about pop that little top off. Drop the tequila in. Y'all talking about woo. You feel me? Drop the rum in. Woo. While I'm doing that, you feel me? While I'm doing that, you feel me? Jizzle, I'm gonna throw the ball to you, my boy. Where would you like to start this week? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, I'm so glad that you asked me that, because the greatest thing that I've seen all week was finally Femi's in the building, baby.
Oh my God. Yes, sir.
Guess what happened?
Bang.
What happened?
Bang.
The ruler, not just the ruler, the Avenger, as coined by Lovely. Shout out to Lovely. The
and
Avenger.
Kofi.
And Kofi.
Kofi said
like, what? Avengers. Yo. It wasn't no. I remember they were talking about there's gonna be some matches. Yo, we're gonna have some. Like we're gonna see who's gonna like. It's gonna be like a tournament, like when the Undertaker was like, "Yo, who wants to be the next one to die at WrestleMania?" type shit. Like, this nigga Femi was like, "Listen, I don't have time for none of this shit. I remember the way you was looking at me. I remember the way you threw me out after I threw out 18 niggas." And then you kind of just chuckled at me like I was just like, just another one. Oh, you thought I was something. You thought I was somebody else. So you think Brock Lesnar with a ponytail that you can deal with this right here? Oh, you think I'm Braun Strowman's bitch ass?
He said you thought I was chump?
Yo, you thought I was bitch? Like, so you say my whole family line's a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think I'm Braun Strowman, you think I'm a booty.
All right, so let's get to it, man. This is what happened. They laid it out Monday Night Raw. They did their whole thing, you feel me, Netflix, whatever, you feel me, y'all watch on, you feel me, get it how you live, you feel me? So how they did this was actually pretty cool, the way they laid this out. I'm not going to lie to you. I really did enjoy this. Seth Rollins came out there and cut his little promo, you feel me, talking about if anybody stands next to Paul Heyman, then you're marked for death. Paul Heyman popped out and was like, F-A-F-O, F-A-F-O, F5. Y'all talking about, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck, woo. So Brock Lesnar runs out there, you feel me? Knocks down about 15 of these masked putty men, you feel me? Woo, all that, you know what I'm saying?
He broke one of them niggas' necks, bro. He definitely broke one of them niggas' necks.
He didn't have to do that to Cousin, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that to Cousin at all, you know what I'm saying? But then when he was finally in the middle of the ring, you feel me, trying to face off with Cousin, you know what I'm saying, standing right next to Seth Rollins, boom, lights go low, doom, you feel me? The motherfucking ruler enters the building, you feel me? And then Femi, you know what I'm saying, strut it down to that ring, you feel me? Oh my God, Seth Rollins distracted, Brock slid up out the ring, and then here go the fall from grace. The crowd was going crazy. Ben, did you hear the Oba chants and the who?
My brother. See, I've been trying to tell people this. When I saw him in NXT, I was like, oh, he's different. Because we've all seen like the big dude, like he comes in and he beats everybody up. Like CJ said, he thought he was Braun Strowman. That shit's over. No, nigga. This is different. He's only 27 years old and he whooping ass. Like, it's crazy. The crowd was behind him. And like there was a moment where he was so overwhelmed by the joy of what was going on. He shed a tear. And if they ever want to spin that and they ever want to bring that back, like, hey, bro, what was you doing crying? He can say, man, I was crying for you for the ass whooping that I'm about to give you, bro. I'm scared for you.
That's real anger. Yo, just a Oba who.
I know that emotion and that adrenaline was just flowing through that man's veins, and bruh, like Brock telling him, "Hey, step on me." You feel me? Get the foot on the chest. I'm like, bro, when Brock is locked in, Brock is locked in. You feel me?
Locked in.
outside of the business. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, when he come to do business and he want to work with somebody, bro, he do work, bro.
He
I'm
hit
telling
that,
you.
bro. That shit, like
Look.
you can see it. Like he hit that nigga with the Tony Atlas, told him to put his foot on him.
But you see the look that he gave, even when like soon as the nigga started marching blood, he was like, whoa, he completely forgot that Seth Rollins was in there, and I just beat up 13 niggas. He was selling. Whoa. He was like, whoa. And then he heard that he was getting Goldberg chants. I was like, yeah, if Goldberg was a superhuman with Akuma beads, nigga, like, yeah, and not a dickhead. But like that shit was fucking crazy. I was like, I ain't heard that shit. I was like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying, y'all better get behind the black people. It's a wrap.
For sure. And it is a wrap. It's official. WrestleMania. Femi versus Brock Lesnar. The man answers the open challenge. Open challenge is now closed, brothers. You feel me? Las Vegas.
Nigga. Blockbuster.
I think, you know what? I'm not going to hold you, bro. I think this should be the match that at least one of the matches. I don't know how many matches, but this needs to be one of those matches on ESPN and ESPN proper to open the show. That first hour on ESPN on Sunday, you got to take advantage of Brock Lesnar. 1, 2, 3, taking the L, looking up at the lights. You feel me? Talking about and really putting a stamp on Femi.
That's one of them things. I remember them matches that they have on WrestleMania. If you throw them in the middle, where it's like a mid-main event, like that's one of them things that you can just throw on. You know what I mean? In the middle of night 2 or night 1. But I forgot that they were putting that shit on ESPN for the first hour. Like, yo, first hour, soon as the second night pyro hits, dum dum. In fact, I'll make that nigga Brock come out first, nigga. You come out first and watch me come out, nigga. I want you to look at me as I'm coming out. You know what I mean? Like, look me in my eyes and then realize that what just happened to you is going to be a 1/100th of this 6-minute match that you're about to get.
Yeah, the Sunday is on ESPN proper. Saturday, WrestleMania Night 1 is going to be on ESPN 2. At least the first hour of both of those event nights, talking about. But yeah, Oba versus Brock, man. Ben, any closing thoughts? And then you want to take us into our next topic here today?
Yeah, 2 things. Oba definitely has the win. He has to go over clean. And Braun Strowman, stop being a bitch. It's not your time. Move out the way, nigga. Stop with the Ryback shit. Go sell some creatine. Get the fuck out the way. All right, we go to the next subject.
Foodie, nigga. Nigga try to post his accomplishments. Nigga have the green belt up there. Nigga, like, who do you
Relax. You feel me? Hey, welcome, my brother Gresh. How are you doing? Happy 400th to you. You feel me?
400. I feel better than Braun Strowman, though, because I ain't out here being petty and bitchy on Twitter as if I'm still relevant in the year of our Lord 2026. Like, come on, bro. You got a cooking show. Stay in your lane. Stay in your financial lane. Live below your means, my brother. Your means ain't as high as it used to be. Like, stay in your lane. Oh, there will be no other monster like me. Well, I hope the fucking God that is not, because you peaked in 2017 when you couldn't beat Brock Lesnar 3 times. Like, get out my face, son.
They gonna punch you in the face and slow your ass down, bro.
That was the moment in time where we like, yeah, this man is a bitch. Like, let's not.
It's a wrap, bro.
It's a wrap. And brother, we're not finna act like your knees ain't being held together by thoughts and prayers. Like, get out my face, bro. Come on, man.
You were the nigga in the wires with the black mask, dog. Like, chill out, man. Like, chill out. Make them keep being Adam Richmond Jr. All right, you know what I'm saying? Adam Richmond light. Diet Adam Richmond. With no
Welcome
swag.
in, Gresh. You feel me? I'm gonna throw the ball to you. You feel me? Where would you like to take it? What would you like to talk about? Welcome. Let's get into it.
Hey, man, I pretty much talked about everything there is to talk about. Like what's happening in AEW? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I did fall asleep again. I watched the highlights, so I see Darby out here killing people again.
Darby is definitely out here killing people again. There was a coffin match with Darby and Gabe Kidd on Dynamite this week. And me personally, I don't know. First of all, the crowd for Dynamite just wasn't really there. Shout out to Fresno, you feel me? Fresno Bulldogs, you feel me? I'm talking about woo woo woo, all the shit. But however, it just didn't seem like it was a good night for the crowd. They weren't really into what they were selling. Tony Khan said that Dynamite was going to be a really crazy show, and I'm not sure if he delivered on that. But
very Dana White-ish of him.
Yeah, he said it was going to be a very, very crazy Dynamite. I'm assuming that he was leaning into this idea of this coffin match with Gabe Kidd and Darby Allin, but they did all this whole thing with the outside the arena, and Darby tossed him in the trunk and drove it over a pile of garbage, and they flipped the car over, and then he popped the trunk, and Gabe Kidd fell out, and he wheeled him into the ring, and they did the whole little woo woo. You feel me? Like, the match was, I don't know, bro. I thought it took a while for the crowd to get invested into the match. However, whatever, Darby Allin wins, and then he gets on the mic and says, MJF, I'm coming for you. So maybe
I'm not dealing with that.
Maybe now is the time for Darby Allin to face off against MJF and cash in on that. You feel me? That moment in time where it took this
nigga a year to get to this point.
Yeah, definitely it did.
Yeah.
Sure.
Had to climb Mount Everest and
because he wanted to go climb that fucking mountain like an idiot. Makes sense.
Yeah, he did that. You know what I'm saying? He did some other shit. Like last week, he flipped off a mountain. He did like 7 flips, like in like succession.
On the bungee cord shit.
Yeah, on a bungee cord. You feel me? Like off a mountain.
Banks.
Right.
Mary.
God dang, my boy Darby. Is you trying to die? My boy Darby Allin got a death wish, but you know what?
We all heaven sent.
I ain't trying to hear this nigga again. God damn.
Hey, I'm talking about Barry like that.
On my timeline.
Hey, yo, man, I'm talking about Barry like that. Gresham saying, you just got here.
I'm tired of this nigga, man.
Should have listened.
What are they doing with Darby? Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, what else can you do now, nigga, other than like straight shoot a nigga? Like,
I mean,
straight shoot a nigga.
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
You just gonna have to shoot him next at this point. And he might even no sell that shit. He might be like, that was just a bonus.
You remember how Stone Cold, you feel me, had the little gun, you feel me, he whipped it, you feel me, he clutched on Vince, you know what I'm saying? He clutched on Vince and
the Looney Tunes
trigger, and it was the bang flag, you know what I'm saying? Vince pissed himself in the middle of the, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the middle of the arena, in the middle of the ring. Oh my God. But you know what? We all haven't sent, you know what I'm saying? So
we all haven't sent.
Darby Allin too.
That nigga put up with a crossbow. Any nigga got a crossbow really wants you to die. And that's crazy. Yo,
but
Darby
I'm assuming this is
hurt himself more.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm assuming Darby really did that stunt. I don't know if Gabe Kidd did. You feel me? Sitting in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Like Dollar Bill when they ran up on Cousin. Remember when they ran up on Dollar Bill outside the strip club? They was like, keys, please. Keys, please. You know, they put that boy in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about Players Club. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all watch that if y'all haven't already. You dig? You feel me? I'm assuming that this is the direction for Dynasty. If not, then I mean, I don't know.
Wait, so he's gonna have? Wait, so is Darby gonna fight everybody else that has a like? You weren't even worried about the title before until you flip the car over. Like, so why should I give you like there's a motherfucker who actually has a fucking #1 contendership and somebody who fought somebody for the belt and then got close.
Okay.
Like, so what do you like? What does Darby feel like? Do you shoehorn Darby into the title picture just because he was like, "Yo, I flipped this car"?
Well, here's the thing.
Right?
Here's the thing. I think the AEW title picture has been very interesting this whole year, as far as the amount of challengers, the differences between them, how they're all kind of scratching and clawing to be able to get an opportunity to face off against MJF for the championship. You got Brody King, you got Kenny Omega, you got Hangman in the mix, or at least he was in the mix. You got Swerve in the mix, you got Kenny Omega, and all these different people. But as far as like where they go right now with Darby. If Darby's like staking his claim to it, I think that's a good distraction from what we have right now. You mentioned a number one contender, and currently we're looking at this week a number one contender in Swerve Strickland, who was challenged by the best bout machine Kenny Omega to put his number one contendership on the line if he was so confident that he was the most dangerous man in AEW, then he should be willing to take that risk and put his number one contendership on the line against Kenny Omega. And we had this whole promo from Kenny challenging and laying out the fact that he wanted this number one contendership opportunity with Swerve. But Swerve retorted on Dynamite and said, hey, if you want this number one contendership, which I didn't even know I had until you said so, Mr. EVP, in that case, I want your EVP status. You want my number one contendership? I would like to be the EVP of All Elite Wrestling. And Tony Khan made it official. Next week, Swerve faces off against Kenny Omega, the number one contendership versus Swerve's number one contendership versus Kenny Omega's EVP status. CJ, go ahead.
Hey, yo, man. That is some of the most genius. Now, I know y'all niggas don't like that nigga. Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? This is our show. Fuck y'all. That's some of the most genius nigga shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, yo, if you want something from me, then I want something from you. And not even that, like, yo, I would love to run this fucking place. And why would I have to, like, first off, like, since you're the EVP, you knew that I had a title shot at being the king, apparently. Because I'm guessing that's where the number one contendership came from. Because that was the last match I had. So, like, you knew about that. I like that shit. You know what? You know, if you want my shit, then you can give me that shit. How about it? And that's just it just some shit just makes sense. And I don't know why niggas don't do that shit. And that shit was just fucking, I thought that shit was fucking genius, nigga. Like, if I gotta lose something, you gotta lose something, nigga. Period.
I agree with that. Ben, what do you think about this whole stipulation? What do you think about the match being booked for next week rather than further out? Like, this whole situation between Kenny and Swerve. Talk to me.
I like that they're not like, you know, kind of stringing it out. That they're like, yo, why don't we just do this shit now? Because if they have another match later on, they can like literally go like do this again at Dynasty if they want to, but not waiting to have these matches. Like, when is Dynasty?
Dynasty, I believe, is April 12th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So
I mean, like, that's a few weeks. They don't have to wait that long to do it. But I like the premise of this match, and I like that Swerve is thinking logically, because it's like, yo, I take that. Like, nigga, I put that on the line, because if I lose that, if I win the EVP shit, and I lose my title match, I can just schedule myself another one of these motherfuckers. Like, I can just do this again, bro, until I win the title. This nigga is thinking. Third eye is open. I love it.
I'm prevail regardless, nigga. No, you niggas use this shit wrong.
I'm not mad at it, bro. You feel me? Gresh, what do you think? Do you think that this actually ends here next week with this match, or do you think that this like extends further? Like, what are your thoughts on this whole Kenny and Swerve thing?
This definitely will extend, because Swerve has already won over Kenny. If they want to go the whole trilogy route, I definitely see Kenny winning this one. I mean, they could just have Swerve just dominate Kenny, and what do I know? I don't book the shows, but I can definitely see them running it back at least at Dynasty and putting that definite stamp on it, because I know AEW doesn't really do DQ matches. This probably be one of those matches that could require it, because they kind of put themselves in a pickle. Because ain't nobody gonna actually believe that Swerve will be EVP.
Why not?
I mean,
why not? Yo, why not? Is well, AEW was built on why not. So why not?
Yeah, fuck it. Why
Well,
not?
the thing is, when Swerve and Ospreay faced off against, shout out, okay, yeah.
What did VJ do?
That was the Lakers versus the Heat, little. You feel me? But
tournament, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to March Madness.
On my mama, you feel me? On my mama, that's this weekend. You feel me? But damn, I don't really even know what the fuck I was finna say now.
We're talking about what Swerve would do as an EVP, and like why would we even?
Okay, boom. So the thing is, right? So the thing is, Swerve and Ospreay when they faced off against the Young Bucks at All In last year, you feel me? July, and me and Gresh was there live. It was an amazing show.
Yep.
They said at the time, because they faced off against the Bucks, and they said if they won against the Bucks would no longer be EVPs of AEW. That they didn't want the power that came with the EVP status. They just wanted to take it away from the Bucks. Oh. Now Swerve is saying, "Hey, I want to be EVP of AEW." Ben, go ahead.
Yo, that shit. They were like, I was just gonna say, they was like, "Hey, nigga, we don't even want the power. Like, nah, we don't even want that shit. I just want you to be out of a job. I just want to make sure that your checks are coming in less. I just want to make sure that your kids aren't eating as much." That was just for the hate. This nigga's using his brain, bro. This one's using his brain. The children of Yakub will not prevail this time.
There will be no more Bucks in here. All right. Niggas will reign at least a quarter of this shit.
Oh shit.
That is hilarious. Yo, that's smart, nigga. Like, I never saw somebody like, yo, put your number one, da-da-da-da. Like, all right, we'll put your da-da-da-da up. And now he's like, wait, hold up. Hold up what, nigga? Hold up what? If I gotta lose something, you gotta lose something. Especially when you got something to lose. And you just got back, dog. I like it. I like it. You just came back last week. Actually, you just came back 3 days ago. Like, listen, nah, man. I don't need you to be telling me what to do, because you don't even be doing that no more. So let me just get
on top of that, Kenny Omega don't even be using his EVP power for nothing. You feel me? Like, he don't even be like, yo, I'm going to book this match. I'm going to do this. I'm going to woo. You feel me? Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Since you bugging over here, Lance Archer, you got to face woo. You know what I'm saying? He don't even be doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? He don't be doing none of that. So, like, Swerve, like, hey, since you ain't even using it, I'll go ahead and take that, you know what I'm saying, off your hands. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? And then I'll do what I do with it. But we going to see what happened. we going to see
Storage
what
Wars, nigga.
happened. Storage Wars is hella funny. You know what I'm talking about? Benny the Butcher, my boy. Where you want to go next, brother?
We talk about Roman and CM Punk. I want to get this shit out of the way.
You want to get it out of the way? Okay, let's do it. You feel me? Let's do it. Roman Reigns and CM Punk are playing mind games, apparently. You know what I'm talking about? These boys definitely do not like one another. Okay. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, you feel me? My scorecard was 1-0-1. I felt like, you know, and when CM Punk did that whole thing about I'm gonna bury you next to your dad, that was like a tie in my personal opinion. Now I have it scored 1-1-1. 1 point for Roman, 1 point for CM Punk, and 1 point as a tie. But this week, what we saw after last week when Jimmy Uso decided to deck CM Punk, you feel me, for being disrespectful about Sika, you feel me, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, the godfather of the bloodline, you feel me, Roman Reigns' daddy, I'm talking about lesser than, you feel me, or in so many words. CM Punk and Roman Reigns had this altercation this week where basically it just kind of felt like Roman was, if I'm being honest with you, it felt like Roman got under Punk's skin. And in my opinion, they've been playing mind games this whole time over these last couple of weeks since the match has become official. But in this moment, it seems as if Roman Reigns has the mental edge against Punk because in response to CM Punk saying, I'm going to bury you next to your daddy, Roman Reigns said, CM Punk, you're old. Ben, I would like you to kick us off here. And then CJ, please join in and let us know how you guys feel about this.
I'm gonna be real. Like when I first saw it, I was like, "There's no way this shit got this nigga out of pocket." Old. I'm like, bro, like it was disappointing to me on like a few different levels. One, this nigga talked shit about your dead father, and you're like, yeah, nigga, but you're old. You're old. And I get it. People are like, yo, you're not understanding. You're not getting it. It's layered. And I understand it. I was one of the first niggas to call this shit out when he came back. Like the old man Phil shit. I was one of the first niggas to get on the timeline. I was like, yo, I saw what was happening. That's the storyline that's from AEW. And he's continued it over here, winning matches barely, being very sensitive about his age. But this ain't even the first time Roman Reigns has called him old. He called him old 2 weeks ago. And he didn't punch him. I mean, every week he was in a rivalry with MJF. MJF was like, nigga, you old as fuck. Never once
PG
did
Punk.
he like crash out like that. It's just very inconsistent. It just made me feel like, did they not want to go like full like speed ahead with the shit about Larry? Were they just holding back because what is CM Punk too sensitive about it right now? Because it was like fairly recently. Or is it because they're like what Graham said, they're scared to talk shit about a dead dog and they're like, yo, they don't want the backlash because the lives of humans are very like, nigga, talk about that nigga dead dad. I don't give a fuck. But like, nigga, talk about a dead dog. We not trying to get that type of backlash going on right now. So I feel like it's one of the two. Either way, I was not impressed.
You want PETA to come in and slide in here, the American Animal Society Association or whatever the fuck, you feel me? And start tripping on niggas and losing sponsorships and shit. CJ, go ahead, bro.
Well, we already lost the F, you know what I mean? Like, we lost the F already to these animal niggas. So, like, how the fuck do we deal with this shit right now? All right, I'm about to play super fantasy booking devil advocate after I take a sip of this brown drink that cost $3.99, you know what I'm saying? Because it was $400. Check this out. All right.
Punk got 7 years on this nigga. You are not that old.
But still, all you niggas is old. Listen, if you 1 hour older than me, nigga, you old. So
I've been called Unc all my life, Punk.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Literally, even when they were older than me. Like, even when they were older than me, dog. Like, I think first off, I think this was the worst segment of the promo battles. Like, but I also think that Roman, it was kind of like he was trying to play 4D chess, you know what I'm saying, with a 4D nigga, but they're both playing fucking God of War on computer mode. Because it felt like Punk was expecting him to say, oh, you about to talk, since I talked about your dad, you about to talk about my dog, huh? Like, da-da-da-da. Like, he didn't even have to do that. Because, like, first off, Roman was still doing, like, Roman did some gaslighting shit in the beginning of the day. Like, listen, man, everybody should be mad because he talked about my dad. Handle that. If you see that nigga in the streets, hey, man, I'm not saying kick him in the back of the leg and spit on him, but spit on him and kick him in the back of the leg. You feel what I'm saying?
If you do it, I'm not going to condemn it.
Listen, if you do it, I'm just like, hey, man, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of felt like Punk was expecting him to go there. And then Roman was like, I think Roman, like, you know, Punk like to play mind games. Like when he came out with the same Paul Bearer's urn that got stolen 600 times, that got turned into a chain when I was 10 years old. It doesn't like you think that you try to play a little mind games with a nigga, but Roman's like, dog, it's 162,000 of us, nigga. And my dad was at the head of the table before I got to the head of the table. Listen, what you said about my dad, you're gonna bury him next to my dad, like, nigga, first off, nigga, how? What are you gonna do, old nigga? Like, and that's why I think that old shit hit him so hard, because he was like, what are you gonna do, old nigga? Listen, eventually you have to get into this ring with me, right? And I don't give a fuck what you think you're about to do. What you think you're about to do, big dog? Like, none of that shit's gonna happen, because I am bigger than you, I'm younger, faster, and stronger than you. So, bro, what?
Young, like what Greg said, younger by 7 years, nigga. Like, bro, this shit remind me of when Trump and Joe Biden were in the debates. He was like, look at this old nigga. Look at him. Do you see this old ass nigga? He don't even know where he's at. He don't know what day it is. He don't even know he's the president. And then you like, oh yeah, this nigga. Then you look at him like, oh nigga, you're only 2 years younger than this man.
Come on, man. Like, y'all niggas gonna be in the same Sunday school class together. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, not even gonna separate
Like,
y'all.
Nigga, y'all, I don't know. It just felt off to me.
Y'all go to the same Walker brand. Like, you're like, oh, let me get that same stroller you got.
No, it's not even that. Like, blood. Like, you can, like, what's the one thing that Punk has always talked about? Like, man, like he's been very open with everything. Like even talking about Larry and passing away, like all the shit. Like, he could have went to like, you're a cancer and all that shit. Like, no, but one thing that you always been insecure about is you an old motherfucker. Like, blood, you old as fuck. Like, you think you're you from 14 years ago, but you're not,
nigga.
But it did work though. It pissed him off.
You know what? It definitely did. It definitely did. It pissed him off. He punched Roman square in the face. You feel me? And then Roman laughed about it, like, okay, boo, boo, boo. Who's in whose head now? You know what I'm saying? He did that whole thing. I really liked that. I really enjoyed that. However, I still think Punk won this exchange because the last time we stood face to face, I told you I was going to bury you next to your daddy. The next time we stood face to face, I punched you in your face and you didn't do nothing. On top of that, you tried to leave the ring on a mic drop moment, and I jumped out the ring and said, young boy, I tell you when to leave. I tell you when to come. I tell you where to go. This is my show. I am the world heavyweight champion, CM Punk, and you are not on my level. And I thought, my boy, when Roman shook his head and stepped back into the ring, he lost. He lost right there.
Bro, you don't push that nigga out the way, bro. Like, nigga,
you know, he sunned him. No, because what he can say, like, listen, you wouldn't even be on Netflix if it wasn't for me, because we probably wouldn't even have this Netflix deal if it wasn't for me. Like, you was here all this time being the tribal chief and couldn't get y'all on Netflix. I was here for 2.5 years, and I was hurt for 1 year.
Well, it's interesting you say that because CM Punk has been there, but however, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have both claimed that they got the WWE to this mountaintop moment to where they are right now. And guys like CM Punk and guys like Cody Rhodes are just cashing in on the investment that they've been making over the last however many years that they were not in the company.
Roman, sure. Seth?
No, not even that. Listen, let's put a poll up. If we can make a poll right now, you know what I'm saying? If it was Punk or Cody or Roman or Seth who got these niggas to the, like, because I have no idea. Like, yeah, you guys were the grunt work. You guys were the 1996 title run of Shawn Michaels. In the
Rock
1995 run.
They're the reason why they hit the Netflix deal.
Hey, blood, as soon as Brock showed up, they was like, you know, we can put these niggas over here. Let's add an extra hour to this shit. Hey, Cody show up, you know what I mean? You do the little chase and shit. CM Punk come back like, oh, you know what I mean? That's drama. That hits everywhere. TMZ picks that up. You know what I mean? But hey, man, hey, whatever. I understand that part. What you said, Graham, when you was like, yo, as soon as you walk back and that nigga said, get back in the ring, and you did, yeah, you lost. So you're already operating at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Because you just let him know that you his little homie now. And that even though you send your family, like, he just made your whole family little homies, actually.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought Roman got a little bow wowed in that moment, bro. I never let a nigga little bow wow me. You feel me? But I'm just saying, boy, he got a little bow wowed. He got punked out. You feel me? He got bitched out, and he got back in the ring, and he stood there, and he took what Punk had to say. You feel me? You can say whatever you want to say about the tribal chief and what he's done over the last 5 years, and I've heard everything they got to say about who's really the tribal chief, who's really in charge, yada yada yada. Apparently, you just let this nigga CM Punk, who ain't been here for 10 years, tell you when you could go, when you could come, and when you need to stay in the ring, and when you need to get the fuck gone. I think he lost.
Yeah, he kind of did. You listen to the voice of the voiceless nigga?
Right.
That's like the king listening to Robin Hood, nigga. Like, you listen to Robin Hood, nigga? Like, that's Robin Hood.
Like, I gotta end all this shit right now, boy.
Batman got put in his place by Nightwing. That's crazy.
That's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah,
like,
CM Punk, Roman Reigns, they doing their thing. At some point, they got to get physical and they got to, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to take a shot and somebody got to shoot back. So I'm assuming that's going to happen in Madison Square Garden next week or in a couple of weeks, whenever the fuck that is. But we'll see what happens when that happens. That's at WrestleMania, Punk versus Roman. Where are we going next? You feel me? I'm trying to see who's open right now. You feel me? Like, who wants to take it? Okay, Jizzle, talk to me, my boy. You feel me? Where we taking it next, my G? You feel me? It's episode 4 motherfucking 100. You feel me? We done been doing this for 400 weeks on top of our shit. Y'all talking about consistency is the key. If you ain't hit that like button already, I don't know what the fuck is going on. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you like this here. My boy LaRussell said everybody is heaven sent, and we said
we all heaven sent.
No. And you know who's definitely not heaven sent and who shouldn't be heaven sent? You know who just returned that was not heaven sent when he first came back? 09 Randy Orton is back, baby. Let me tell you something about 09 Randy Orton, all right? 09 Randy Orton, you probably like Adolf, you know what I mean? The other dude, you feel me? 09 Randy Orton, like we've been asking, we've been clamoring. I've been tired of Randy Orton playing this fucking like, yo, I'm forced to be nice. Like it felt like Randy Orton was on probation for a little bit. Like he's been on like a 15-year probation. And like he showed a couple signs of like, yo, man, fuck y'all niggas. But he let Cody Rhodes know you weren't supposed to win. You were supposed to be Drew McIntyre, and I really don't like him. And like I respect you, little homie. Like, listen, man, we was in a group together. Like, we was legacy. I beat up your daddy in front of you, and you
Smack
was like,
the fuck out of him.
And you was like, all right, you know what I mean? But hey, man, it was just so refreshing to see Randy Orton just get back to his natural heaven sent element. Because if them niggas was heaven sent, 09 Randy Orton is heaven sent, barely,
Bro, and like you said, like, nigga, this shit was brutal. He was very much like, yo, I didn't want to have to do this, bro. I really didn't want to have to push the button. I didn't want to have to do this shit. And this might be, this is the stuff that Randy Orton in 2009 wanted to do. They weren't doing blood back then. They had just cut off doing blood and shit. So for the fact that he just had this man out there, got to do a face chair shot, well, they, you know how they do it, but this man was bleeding profusely. And the merch that they're selling right now, the RKO everybody with the blood stained across it, that shit go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had my reservations about this rivalry. I was like, man, I'm not really trying to see that. People were turned off of Cody Rhodes. I was kind of like, I was like, man, they've been like kind of pushing this for like a super long time, and now it's kind of stale. But nah, bro, you got me back in. You got me back in.
I know it's a thing to say 09 Randy Orton is back. I feel like this nigga is 2020 Randy Orton too.
Okay.
When the nigga was putting on the glasses, kicking old people in the head.
Talk to me, yes. Let's go. Let's go with it. Let's go.
Bro,
let's go. What's 2020 Orton? Let's go.
Yo, if you listen if you look back at this man, because I know the pandemic turned a lot of people off because no crowds, NXT superstars or the makeshift crowd. But when you really pay attention to this nigga was doing some brutal shit. Like he was kicking everybody in the face. He kicked Rick. He kicked Christian. He kicked Christian to AEW. He kicked Big Show to AEW. He kicked Mark Henry to AEW for a period. Like, and they doing Matt Hardy. He kicked everybody. He
threw tear gas into them niggas' room when they were all together and just like beat them all up wearing the gas mask that fucking Dean Ambrose didn't like.
I'm like, yo. It emerged 09 and 2020 right now, and you got a whole super nigga that you might need to, like we told Darby to shoot somebody might have to shoot this man.
But look, there's heels like the heels, and like Randy Orton has to be at the top of the list. You know what I mean? 97 Shawn Michaels, after SummerSlam, even that 6-month run was just like fucking Steph Curry when he won the unanimous MVP. That was some of the most evil shit I've ever seen in my life. But like, it's like Randy Orton and him, and then like who? You know, like he's like the greatest heel, like, and then like you can tell when a nigga is trying to be like institutionalized and be like, yo, excuse me, is it okay if I just go and win a Royal Rumble here and like put somebody over? You know what I mean? Like somebody who's a fucking like Randy Orton, like unlike a certain double R, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's a real demon. You know what I mean? Like that is a demon from like, and he's a like you talk about third generational. You know what I'm saying, wrestler, he's a third generational demon, nigga, because his dad was a demon and his grandfather was a demon. And then, like, you know what? Tired of this shit. And sometimes you gotta remind somebody.
The whole family don't care. That nigga daddy was out there with hepatitis bleeding all over niggas.
On Taker, dog. Like, he bled on Taker, on 2006 Taker. Like, this is the Taker that we need. You know what I mean? Like, we need this Taker. You know what I'm saying? He's still got a cast on his arm from 1986. It's lit. Like, yes, I'm kicking you in the head like blood. Like, you are a regular dude. Like, do you know the people? Like, I've literally went against the establishment. I went against the entire WWE management. That's WWE management right now. I kicked dude's wife in his head and kissed her right in front of cuz. You think I'm worried about you? Cody? This is easy work. I can't wait till he gets up. Like, I want to see a squash match, but like an 11-minute squash match. I want Randy Orton to hit him with like 3 RKOs and like look his kids in the eye and shit.
Damn, nigga.
Like, but I want like he's like, do you see what he did, nigga? Like, I haven't
dribbling that nigga forehead, bro.
But like hot sauce, you know what I'm saying? Like prime hot sauce in 2004. Like just putting somebody's head in the middle of the steps and then like hitting the outside, like you know what's gonna happen. You say because you're not really hitting his head in the step, but just like the visual, and then him bleeding already, and then he just took that nigga belt and posed with it in the ring, like.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, even just the idea, even if like the way Cody was positioned in the middle of the steps and Randy took the chair and smacked it over the top of, you feel me, basically the steps rather than Cody's face. I feel like even the action of that would be like still detrimental. You feel me? Because I'm in this enclosed space. You just clap this chair against this motherfucking plastic fake metal steel step juke. You feel me? Or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But however,
you can be deaf for a week.
Exactly. You feel me? I'm talking about busting an eardrum already like Travis Scott did to you last year. You know what I'm saying? You just did that again. Bow, you feel me? Big smack, big action, you know what I'm saying? So, like, Randy Orton going this route weeks ahead of WrestleMania, I feel like this is something that they felt like they had to do in order to make this feel like a heated rivalry, in order to make this feel like it has some stakes, in order to make this feel like, you know what I'm saying, there was something to fight for. Randy said it. This was supposed to be easy. This was supposed to be Drew McIntyre, you know what I'm saying, standing across from me. This wasn't supposed to be you, and now that it's you, what he said on Raw, you feel me? Somebody, what he said? I got a phone call. Somebody that actually has some brains and told me, you feel me? Wrestling has more than one royal family. Told me, hey, remember who the fuck you is. Know how the fuck you get down, Randy Orton. If you really want this 15th championship, you got to put Cody in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what he's saying he's finna do. Because now we got we got Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and Randy Orton has taken a clear stance saying, hey, I ain't going for it. I don't give a fuck who you is, friend or foe. You know what I'm saying? I need that 15. You know what I'm talking about? I need that 15. And if I got to get it up out of you, Cody, I'm going to do what I got to do. You're going to catch a punt kick. You're going to catch an RKO. Everybody, anywhere, anytime. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever the case may be, you feel me? And we're going to get to the business because it's looking like, you feel me, Randy Orton, 09, 2020, whatever you want to call it, is back these. You know what I'm saying? Cody Rhodes, do what you got to do.
And what's so crazy about it, like he's in the building, like he just watched John Cena retire. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like he just watched AJ Styles go through shit. Everybody's looking at him like, you know, like he was been talking about like I want to get 15, like I want to get 15, I want to pass this piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's calling the shots. At least would have passed him. But like the whole like wrestlers more than one royal family. Like before you like nigga, you've been a second generation. I'm third generation. It was me and Dwayne. You know what I'm saying? Before that, you know what I mean? Like we're third generations. Before that, it was like okay, like there's a whole bunch of second generation wrestlers that didn't make it, and you were just the one that slipped through the cracks. And your brother's better than you. Like some the little shit that they did with that shit. Because I remember they were having like we were talking about like what's good, like oh my god, everybody's booing Cody and shit. Like Randy's gonna be like, listen, I'm gonna make sure that you know exactly who to cheer for, and it ain't me, nigga. Because fuck everybody, all y'all. I ain't worried about no fans. I'm gonna sell shirts anyway because I'm a legend and a legend killer. Now I'm gonna be a whole royal family killer. Now he's gonna be the royal family killer. I'm tired of you niggas. Like I've been trying to be nice to y'all. Like I gave Kevin Owens his little thing. Listen, I was trying to give you some advice because you was in the gang and shit, and the other one was doing frauds and shit. So listen, like you were the one that made it through the cracks, all right? But now it's just like, all right, man. Like I'm watching these niggas retire, and like I've been better than these niggas. I've been better than John Cena. I was better than Batista when he retired 10 years ago. Like I was the one that did this shit. You know what I mean? Like you was under me, and you think that you could do this better than me? Like all I have to do is be the worst. I could be the worst version of myself and be the best version of you. I love it, man. Randy Orton's back, man. Man. Put one in the air for 400, Randy Orton.
Put one in the air for 400. Put one in the air for Randy Orton. Y'all talk about, hey, can some? I'm open. Can somebody pass the ball to me? Who got the ball? Jizzle, you got the ball?
You saying behind the back, alley oop? You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Can I get a little oop? You feel me? Shoot that motherfucker, cash in, cash out. Y'all talk,
man. Oop. No look past to saying to the boss man. To the book
oh
man.
boy, I want to throw it to you feel me. I would like to throw it to you feel me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that don't miss. You feel me? I would like to throw it to somebody that shoot. You feel me? When it's necessary and when it's unexpected and when you expect it. You feel me? Because the nigga gonna shoot regardless. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about. You feel me? Hey. We ain't did a 90-day evaluation in a minute. This episode 400. You feel me? 90-day eval. Y'all talk about Carmelo Hayes is your current United States champion, and he has been for 90 days as of today. WWE can do what they want to do with the official recognition of that, but I know he won that shit on a tape show. You feel me? I'm talking about December 19th. You feel me? So we 90 days from that. We're going to talk about it right now. This is Carmelo Hayes 90-day evaluation as your and my United States champion. Can I tell y'all something? Carmelo Hayes' last singles loss was December 12th, 2025. Since then, in a one-on-one competition, in a one-on-one space, when you look at mano against a man and you know you got to do what you got to do, Carmelo shooting don't miss. Y'all already know that. You feel me? Carmelo Hayes, 90-day eval. Welcome to it. Cujo, don't kill him. You know what I'm talking about? Look at the art. Look at the graphics. Look at the woo. Y'all talking about episode 400. We in the building. Melo, like I said, hasn't lost a singles match since December 5th, 2025, where he was defeated by then United States champion Ilya Dragunov. But now, as we stand today, Carmelo Hayes has been your United States champion, and he been putting in work. Somebody just said in the chat, Melo been balling. If you agree that Melo been balling rather than balding like Ricochet, we'll get to him.
Oh
in
my
a minute.
God!
Later.
You agree that Melo been balling? You feel me? Go ahead and smash that like button. You feel me? Go ahead and hit that subscribe if you ain't already. But however, like I said, once again, this is Melo's 90-day eval. He is your United States champion. Can I tell you guys something?
Word.
Shoot.
I've been really enjoying this reign. I've been really enjoying Carmelo Hayes putting in his work. I've been really enjoying Carmelo, you know what I'm saying, getting more time to connect with the crowd and all that y'all talking about. Now with that said, you feel me? If I could throw it to CJ, if you can pull up, if you can pull up. Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, my bad. I apologize. You feel me? If we're going to go ahead and get this started for Melo's 90-day eval, we're going to get this started the right way. Gresh, I'm going to go ahead and throw to you. If you could, please tell me what the stats are, the official stats of Carmelo's United States Championship reign as it stands today.
As of today, episode 400. Overall, Carmelo Hayes stands at 9-0 as United States heavyweight champion. Win percentage is at an 81.8%. Overall total 8 defenses right now. Even the reason why is 81.8 because he has little tiny 2 losses that you may or may not count for. But hey, we're gonna be technical about it. We're gonna put our thinking bifocals on and say he's 9-2 because I'm pretty sure most of those was like DQ losses or some random shenanigans because you know Triple H doesn't like booking title matches without some shenanigans. It happens.
Okay. So from an overall standpoint, Carmelo Hayes stands at a 9-2 with a win-loss perspective standpoint. Right. Jizzle, can you go ahead and let us know what are those wins and losses that Carmelo Hayes has on his track record and on his belt right now as the United States champion, please, sir?
Hey, man, let's get on this real quick. You know what I'm saying? So Melo, we talked about Ilya Dragunov beating him at first. He went and avenged that loss.
He did.
Got that win, you know what I'm saying? Got the title win in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Right in front of all you Michigan heads, but the bad water and the JJ McCarthy fans. He won that shit right in front of y'all. Then after that, you know what? Let me swag out this United States Championship open run. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? John Cena's retiring. You know what I'm saying? Let me pay homage to this fuck nigga and let me know that I'm better than him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be balling. So then he also fought Johnny Gargano, that depressed ass nigga. He lost. So now, like, you know, like, okay, I'm feeling good. Then Shinsuke. Legend, you know what I'm saying? Legendary photographer and a legendary wrestler, but more photographer than wrestler now. You feel me? Another Black Future, you know what I'm saying? With braids. Leon Slater. He put that on against him. A great day for light-skin history. You know what I mean? Double, I don't think it was title for title because you say last thing he went over there TNA, you know what I'm saying? With Melo over there with all the belts. So he beat Leon Slater. Yeah, he beat, you know what I mean? He beat Ilya again. Then Ray Phoenix, The Miz, of course, Matt Cardona, Dr. Wagner Jr. You know what I'm saying? He just won 9 in a row doing that shit.
Okay, so with that said, that's 9 wins, right? What are the losses that he has, if you don't mind?
You're saying the 10-man tag, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The MFTs, you know what I mean? When he was with, you know what I'm saying? All them other niggas that lost. And the 3-way qualifier match with Damian Priest and Big Trick, you know what I'm saying? Lemon Pepper Stepper Trick, you know what I mean? He lost that match to get into the Elimination Chamber. That's the only match that he lost. You know what I mean? It's matches that had nothing to do with his title. So
exactly, matches that had nothing to do with the U.S. title. You feel me? Matches that had nothing to do with the open challenge. You feel me? Melo still smooth sailing. You know what I'm talking about? We sitting in a position, like I said, like Gresh said. You feel me? And gave us the stats. You feel me? Stat guy Gresh. We don't got stat guy Greg. You feel me? I'm talking about. Let me ask y'all this. You feel me? And Ben, I'm gonna ask you to jump in here. As far as Melo's reign as the United States champion, is this like just like good matches so far, or are we like got like a solid reign like all together? You feel me? Like how are you feeling about Melo's reign as U.S. champion? Do you feel like it's just good matches, or do you feel like it's a little bit more than that?
I feel like it's good matches, but I think like I rather him like have the good matches, and they have like a storyline on the back burner with Ilya, where Ilya's like, man, I'm not like we buddies. I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm trying to see about something else. I'm trying to see another way to get my star on the rise. It doesn't involve me beating your ass. Like, and Melo is just like, come on, bro. Like, what's the deal? I know this match will probably happen at WrestleMania, if not the WrestleMania weekend or something like that. But I think it works better because if they don't have any good storylines for him, I rather him have good matches. I rather him keep his stock up. I rather him keep his name fresh in the memories of fans and people who are coming to the shows and things like that. So people will be able to like see what he has to offer. But I feel like this is like what you said. This is just like a compilation of good matches.
Okay. Well,
Storyline is lacking.
Well, storyline is lacking. Well, Melo did an interview with Good Karma Wrestling. I believe it was like the 18th of February, where he said that he was interested in having some storylines attached to this run, not just doing the open challenge, where it's random contenders and different challengers coming from, who knows where or whatever the case may be. But he's enjoying the open challenge run, but ultimately he would like to have some type of storyline. So Ben, if you could, I know that there's like a few interesting notes, a few things that a few did you know type facts or whatever about Carmelo's run that some people may have or may have not noticed. Can you go ahead and pull that up and let us know what those few facts are, and we can kind of go ahead and push through this?
Let me see right quick. Let me see. Yeah, Melo.
81.8. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me?
Bro, win percent 81.8. Total ring time, bro. Match length.
Crazy.
Bro,
crazy. I sent it to you
156 minutes, bro.
Mm-hmm. It was wild. You feel me? That's the total ring time, but I sent you a message directly to you. If you could go ahead and grab that. Interesting notes on Melo's reign. Go ahead and let us know.
My bad, bro. My bad. Okay.
You're all good. Don't worry about
it. This nigga been on TV consistently, nigga. Consistently. Every single week. Rain, sleet, snow, the apocalypse. Everybody that's been heaven sent, they coming back. Melo said, I gotta clock into work. I gotta put out these classics, nigga. I gotta put up these numbers, bro. Yo, man, TV presence, bro. Like he knows like what he's doing. Like with these matches and things like that. Like in order to get like the TV time, he started doing 6-7 shit. He started and as soon as they like niggas looked over and it was like, hey, bro, like he actually pretty good. He took off. This man is shaking hands with Shinsuke and Matt Cardona after matches is a sign of respect. He like, bro, look, man, I had to put the feed on you, bro. But guess what? I still show respect. I still show love. I still let you know. I used to watch you, Shinsuke. Now I'm out here doing the same shit you was doing, man. Carmelo Hayes, bro.
There was a small thing that he did that was kind of even though I guess Melo doesn't have like a full set storyline, he did kind of do a thing with after he had that match with Shinsuke Nakamura, when of course Shinsuke is one of the best strikers in the game. So what do you think happens when he decides, oh, I'm going to attack your shin, I'm going to attack your thigh, I'm going to attack your leg? Melo did a leg injury thing. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Bro, for 3 matches, nigga. Like, you walking around with a limp for 3 matches. He loves this shit, bro. He has dedication to this shit. Shawn Michaels is like drilling this shit into this nigga brain, bro. He's like, yo, man, you hurt your match. You hurt your leg? And you think it's gonna heal up? Nigga, that don't work like that in the real world, nigga.
Yeah, lose your smile, nigga. Lose it right now.
Yeah, nigga. Smile, bro.
So from the Nakamura match to the Rey Fenix match, Melo sold a leg injury, and by the time he got to the match where he was facing off against The Miz, this was easy work. You feel me? Don't even worry about it, my G. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was very interesting that he sold the leg injury. And as we're talking about the idea of this Carmelo Hayes run as United States champion, as we stand here 90 days into it, and we think about the idea of, is it just matches or is there just a storyline? It seems as if Ilya is still within this gamut of opponents, he's still Melo's biggest rival. So I want to ask you feel me, Gresh, if you think that this is something to whereas this is just like a TV feud, maybe, or is this something bigger to whereas this is a Melo Ilya storyline that's going to explode into something bigger, and maybe we head into WrestleMania with that match, with that rematch rather, with I don't know, a little bit more of a different perspective or a different viewpoint on who these characters are in this moment. I don't know if Ilya or Melo would turn heel, but how do you feel about where this is headed, what this all means?
If they want to go the classic obsessive route, they can definitely have, I feel like they could definitely have Ilya turn heel here and just grow. I wouldn't necessarily say the Christian 2011 vibes where he's like one more match type deal, but more so like, I finally figured out who I am, and that's I'm better than you, and I'm about to take that title, and I'm about to enjoy hurting you while doing so. Or they can just have him basically face someone that reminds him of his old self. Because I believe I think I scrolled on Twitter during my lunch break, and I saw people talking about this obsessive nature of Ilya Dragunov, and they basically was like, what if Ilya faced an old foe, because they was trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Gunther at WrestleMania now that Oba has Brock. There was like have Ilya like transfer over briefly to Raw and go after Gunther to remind himself of who he is, because he's the last guy that really brought out the best in Ilya.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't go that route, I definitely see a heel turn coming, because he's gonna be obsessed. Is that bigger than a TV feud? If they want to make it that way, they can most definitely do that, or they can just leave it to WrestleMania SmackDown.
I don't do that to him, dog. I don't want to do that to him, man.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. This is Triple H. This is what we do.
Yo, that is so. I didn't even hear that shit. That's why. Thank you, Gresh. I didn't even think about the whole like. Maybe I need to go back to Gunther and beat the shit out of him. You said to remind me who the fuck I am, so I can face Melo and shit. Like I like the whole. Yeah, but I like the whole Melo. Like, is it just matches? Maybe it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you say niggas can't wrestle anyway. Listen, I'll listen to this episode 400. You guys think that black people can't wrestle in general. So sometimes we got to remind you niggas 10 times in a row that we can, and that the people that you guys dick ride respect me. But the whole little shit with Ilya, that's it. That'll be a good way to get him and Melo to make that shit mean something. Because you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that like, they think that they're the greatest rivals. But yeah, I would love it. And then like you niggas been complaining about what's Gunther gonna do? He'll fight Ilya and die.
Facts. I know. Mama. Let's talk about match quality before we close out here on Melo's 90-day evaluation. Gresh, if I could throw it back to you for some stats on what the cage match ratings for the best and I guess the worst, or the highest and lowest cage match ratings for Melo's 90-day evaluation.
Here for you niggas that actually give a fuck about cage match and all that bullshit. Here is highest cage match rating for Carmelo Hayes' United States Heavyweight Championship reign. We're sitting at 8.84 is his title win over Ilya Dragunov, the guy that we were just talking about. And the lowest cage match rating right now as of episode 400 is 6.34. That is tied between The Miz and Dr. Wagner Jr.
I knew Dr. Wagner Jr. was gonna be one of them. I forgot he
It's always them fucking like little them Archie niggas. Like, remember he fought Dr. Wagner Jr.? I thought Leon Slater would be up there higher. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, wrestling fans don't like niggas who are up here. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
You muted.
Silent Graham.
I know that.
My bad, brother. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and close out here with Melo and this 90-day evaluation. What would you give it as far as a letter grade? for this reign, Melo's first United States Championship reign, Melo's first singles championship on the main roster. The win percentage is at an 81.8. I guess that's like a B or a B plus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it an A minus. I will throw it to you, CJ. Your letter grade for Carmelo Hayes' first United States title run in this 90-day eval. You said the A?
I give it an A. You know what I mean? Because you got
for the
matches.
A champion.
Yeah, man, for the A champ. You know what I'm saying? The USA of the brave. You know what I mean? The real USA champion. You know what I mean? Like, listen, he gave you the matches. You don't need no storylines because you niggas don't care about storylines anyway. So I don't need to hear none of that shit. The matches has been great. You know what I'm saying? He's been carrying SmackDown. And shut up. Enjoy Black Excellence, you bitch ass niggas. Fuck y'all. This is our show. 400.
Facts. Ben, can you give us your letter grade? You say an A minus. Talk to me.
Yeah, I have to echo the same sentiments that you said. Like, yeah, it's a great first reign. Matches are great. He's done great with what they've given him. Like I said a little while ago, storylines could be a little bit more better, but he's explaining that he wants to do more storylines, so he's not scared of getting out there into this. But as for the reign itself, I think like if you gave more compelling storylines, I think it would be like up an A plus for me. But yeah, solid first reign.
All right, Gresh.
Definitely giving it an A minus. Pretty much, I feel like everybody has the same sentiments. Storyline needs to be more focused and not like a here nigga damn here's a title reign, title match that you can have and I'm gonna beat your ass in like 10-15 minutes and then we're gonna move on. Definitely I feel like at some point you can definitely incorporate tournament opportunities, like Triple H love his tournaments. Hey, here's the number one contendership for the United States Championship. Like make it a multi-match build up and then have the match at I feel like have it at a pay-per-view. Like I feel like Carmelo definitely needs that one pay-per-view match that sets this title reign over the top instead of just having it stationary to SmackDown. Like I feel like this title shouldn't be a glorified TV title match. It should be an actual prominent story. So that's the only reason why I give it a A minus, because that's the only negative. It's like, hey, I love the US title open challenges, but give this man more.
JJ plus.
He said I'm gonna change it to an A plus.
I'm gonna give
oh my mama, man.
Nigga, I don't need no motherfucking storyline, dog. Listen, sometimes you need a title match on your shows. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm the man, like I'm the face of USA Network. It's me, Olivia Benson, and Detective Tutuello. You know what I'm saying?
My mama.
Keep the title. Keep the titles on SmackDown, but give him more, is what I'm saying.
Listen, like, ain't no better story than like, listen, you want the title, beat me. You can't, all right, get the fuck out the way. That's the story.
Be the man. You gotta beat the man.
Woo!
And the man currently is Melo, who don't miss. And just a reminder to you all,
we all heaven sent.
Even you said, you feel me? I'll talk about Gresh. Where would you like to go next? I just knocked over a bottle of tequila. Oops, my bad.
How'd you do that, nigga?
You mentioned something about Ricochet. I was offline. What this nigga do now? I was being a responsible adult, and it kind of I saw what he said initially to that fan. Is there more that I missed?
No, that's it. Oh. Well, there's more added to it.
Oh, okay. But, is there more?
Yeah, there's more added to it. Ricochet has gotten himself in some hot water this week by engaging with fans on Twitter. He told one lady that he was glad that she had MS. And from there, it's been a firestorm for one Ricochet. And some people feel like it's been blown out of proportion. Some people feel like it's not enough. Some people are calling for his job. And that's been the sort of like, that's been sort of what's going on after that. There's been so much pressure from these fans that Samantha Irvin has deactivated her social medias. she's not getting on right now because of like literally receiving death threats about some
weird
shit that
ass
she
childless
didn't.
niggas.
Yo, facts. Some shit that she didn't even do. That's her nigga. Like, yo, that's not her. And Ricochet has since given an apology. He said that he's gonna work to be better and that he knows what he did was wrong. And in most cases, that would be the end of it. But it seems like it's not. How you feeling so far?
Oh, it's not. Yo, thank you, Gresh. I'm glad that you did that, Gresh. Listen, no matter what type of man, a drop of black has never been more feasible and usable in this case right now, because I've never seen people care about more.
If MJF would have said this shit, they would have been blazing this man, talking about, oh, he's just heel, he's the greatest heel ever. He don't need to apologize, man.
We are right here.
Yo, and it's not even about that, man. Like sometimes, like first off, Samantha doesn't deserve any of the shit that y'all been giving her, and then like before the shit even happened, you guys been giving her that same shit when she decided to go do her own thing and leave the WWE. So like, I hate the fact that she had to catch backlash for some shit that he said. Like, did he say some fucking shit that I was kind of like, maybe, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? Listen, don't get in my mentions if you have something wrong with you. If you don't want me to say something back to you, dog. Listen, you guys live.
All right, CJ. All right. All right. Here's the thing.
Bring it back, CJ. Bring it back.
She doesn't deserve that.
What Ricochet did was really insensitive, okay? Because what happened was, here was a post from AEW after Ricochet lost the national championship on the Revolution 0 Hour to Jack Perry in that battle royal. He was throwing a temper tantrum after the match, saying, "Oh, this isn't fair. No, yada 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 yada," with the gates of agony and the demand, or whatever. And this woman posted something to the effect of bad acting. She didn't agree with the way that he acted out this segment, the way that he tried to convey his anger, his disappointment, his frustration with losing the national championship. She said, hey, he's still not a great actor or a good actor in whatever, you know what I'm saying? So many words. And Ricochet, in response to that, said, I'm glad that you have MS, or I'm glad that you got MS. And this was basically just him scanning the woman's profile and noticing that she had multiple sclerosis or whatever. And he decided that he wanted to troll in that moment, and it just didn't really feel like it was in good taste. It was definitely in poor taste.
It was definitely poor taste.
It was definitely in poor taste. And this was someone who's trying to use their heel personality to get over or to ruffle the feathers of fans or whatever. But this one was something that you could have ignored and went on to kind of maybe the next person that was disparaging you or that was opposed to whatever the case or whatever your character currently in AEW is.
But and then move on. That's literally
you lashed at the wrong person. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, I want to see you try this and then that's literally all he had to say. He didn't have to,
because there's plenty of people that said public shit like that. That's, you know what I mean, that's went a little too far in regards to him. Even in regards to Samantha, since she left, you know what I mean, if you wanted to pop up, you know what I mean, like you could have, you don't say it to the girl that was like, yo, you're still a terrible actor. You know what I mean? Like I think he just, like, I don't know if he snapped. I think he was just like, I think he just thought that he was like, I think he was a little nigga a little bit. Like, even a drop a nigga, cappuccino nigga, like a drop a nigga, like, we're still gonna call you the N-word no matter what.
I think he flew a little too close to the sun, because he's been getting active on Twitter. That was last week after the show was over. I'm like doing like scrolling and everything like that, and I see him like he was like, oh yeah, like y'all, like, you're not black, you shouldn't be saying nigga. And somebody got in the replies, they're like, I don't think anybody should be saying nigga. And he told that guy, shut up, nigga. And that was hilarious. I wanna take that, screenshot it, put it in a picture frame, and put it on my mantle. It was hilarious. But that's the amount of edginess that you need to like cut off at. Like, cause when you start going over past shut up, nigga, it's never good on that side, bro. It's never productive. You don't learn nothing. You don't develop a trade or a skill or anything like that. It's all downhill from there. And but the backlash that he's getting, I'm like, you niggas don't care about MS. You're sending death threats to this man and his wife. That kind of seems like, counterproductive on the stand against people who are shitting on people who have MS. Like, I don't think you really care about this.
No.
It boils down to you were waiting for this nigga to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
He fucked up. And now it's like, see, I told y'all he want a good dude. See, I told y'all he's a piece of shit. See. And the whole time, they don't give a fuck about no diseases or anything like that. They don't give a fuck about any of the shit that lady got going on. This was just a vehicle for them to throw stones at this man. And like what Graham said what he said was fucked up. He shouldn't have said it. But he apologized. There's no need to be asking for this man's job and saying like he should be crossing his fingers that he has a job by the end of the week. When you have a man signed to your roster who was making jokes about rape, bro.
What's your most prominent women's wrestler on your company?
There you go.
He's learned. He's learned. But I remember when Raven had remember when Raven hung up fucking Tommy Dreamer with the fucking shit? Like, he said, I'm sorry. That was the last time I heard somebody say I'm sorry for some wrestling shit.
Oh, you talking about when he really crucified Sandman?
Yeah, that was. You know what I'm saying? ECW. You know what I mean?
That shit that
Okay, hold on. But however, do we feel like this was warranted or unwarranted as far as the response to what Ricochet said to this fan?
The apology unwarranted was the death threat for Samantha. Like, he said he went a little over the line and like he apologized for it.
The apology was as loud as the disrespect, and he owned up to the fact that he said this, and he was like, and I know some people was like, but he doubled down. It's like, okay, he did that, but he still apologized. It's up to him as a man to adhere to that apology and do better. Yes, because
he did double down. Was that when he like mentioned the whole something about and I'm paraphrasing, like, you fans like say whatever you want to say and like feel like I can't like respond and defend myself in whatever manner I choose to feel because you say however you feel, you know what I'm saying? Am I on the right track?
And it's like is that and it's looking like, brother, you feel this way over someone saying you can't act. Not saying you can't wrestle. Not saying you give out injuries. It's saying you can't act. My nigga, all you gotta do is go to acting classes and shut the fuck up. You didn't have to get to that.
Yeah, ignore them niggas, but like that's what set you off. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. You said that's a straw, nigga.
That's about the same straw as Punk getting called old. Like, my nigga, it's not that deep. Relax.
That's funny because it's true.
I agree with Fern. Shout out to Fern. Says gotta pick your battles. Yes, 100%.
I be blocking niggas who be saying far less. Like, bro, just block these niggas. Like, my block list is strong. Like, it's so many niggas. I'm like, yeah, you are dumb. Block.
What it says? Everybody want to be a nigga till you try to be a nigga.
Facts.
I don't think Ricochet's ever experienced being like just like a nigga like this, like some of that Jade Cargill heat. Just said like, yo, bitch, you know, so he was probably like, yo, whoa,
not even that, like, bro. You're like you're behind the 8 ball when you're a black athlete or a black person in any level of success. You're not, you have so much room to step out of bounds and to do some fucked up shit. Like, I'll put it to you this way. Michael Vick became like a head coach of a college football team last year. What was the first thing that they said about that shit on First Take? Was it about his collegiate career? Was it about the Was it about his NFL career? Was it about the fact that he was a long-standing member of the CBS Sports broadcasting team? No.
Nope.
What
was it? What was it, Ben?
Not even the chairman of the ASPCA, which he is right now. He's one of the chairmen of the ASPCA, which he had to do for his fucking probation, but he also did it because he felt wrong.
It was them damn dogs.
sound like T.I. on a Crime Stoppers.
Hey y'all,
commercial. Hey y'all, make sure you 1-800-TIPS.
But bro, you gotta know if they're doing that to him, and it's been 20. This marks 20 years. 2026 is 20 years since that shit happened, and it's still going on. You're not allowed to step out of bounds and to do too much, bro. Like I'm not saying like we shouldn't take chances, but it's sometimes you can look at that shit and just see like if you typed it. I just want to just let everybody know, as someone who's fucked up, done some wild shit, just look at that shit for like 10 seconds longer before you decide to post. I'm like, man, should I?
It's like, as a black man in this society where it's predominantly white, we are held to a standard that is higher than our counterpart. So when we see stuff, it's expected of us to turn the other cheek. To brush it off, and you can feel how you feel, but it's like, yo, like you said, if because I type a lot of shit out all the time, and I'd be like, do I really want to post this? Do I really want this backlash? I'd be like, you know what? No, let me go ahead and delete it. If I show my drafts right now, y'all will be like, what the fuck is this nigga on? and that's real talk, because it's like it's so many times that I could probably just clap back at a lot of people, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take the higher road because it's not worth it. I'm not in the same position as Ricochet, but as a human being, it's like you just got to be like, you know what? Let me just step back and let me just reevaluate myself as a person, because that shouldn't have gotten to me the way that it did, and that's how it is. But as far as y'all playing what's the term I'm looking for? Y'all being performative with y'all outrage by being mad that he said this, and then in the same
gaslighting,
targeting Samantha for something that she didn't fucking do because she's not in your favorite fucking company. Grow the fuck up and get the fuck offline.
And you've been doing that shit.
Perfect way to
CJ, close us out. Close us out.
Gresh put a bow on it. That was perfect. That's what that's perfect. Let's cut it off right there.
On God, let's close it out right there. In that case, let's close it out right there. You feel me? Can we, in that case, move forward? Shout out to Samantha Irvin. You feel me? You go crazy. Shout out to Ricochet. You go crazy. I will say, this wasn't the spinny kicks and flippy shit we was talking about, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. What are you doing?
However, if you want to talk about spinny kicks, Ronda Rousey has made her debut. Not even debut, but a shocking appearance in AEW. And Ronda Rousey ain't even really like a kicky type bitch, you feel me? But the jiu-jitsu is strong in this motherfucker. Y'all talk about Chisel. I'm gonna ask you to come to the table with me on this one, man. Ronda Rousey has made her second appearance in AEW. Once she had a match in ROH, Ring of Honor, yada, 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 yada. However, this past weekend, she popped up in Los Angeles at AEW Revolution and confronted Toni Storm. What are your thoughts of Ronda Rousey in AEW popping up? And this is ahead of her Netflix MVP promoted whatever debut fight against Gina Carano, man. All Elite Wrestling, Ronda Rousey, Jizzle, finish that motherfucking bottle and tell me what the fuck this shit is about, boy. What the fuck is going on? Ronda Rousey? What are we doing?
I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. That's the first thing that I thought of. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. Hey, yo, like, first thing I thought of was, like, first off, like, 'cause I didn't think about Ronda Rousey, you know what I'm saying, because she's an idiot sometimes. And, you know what I mean? Like, I thought Tony Khan, like, finally, fight back, Tony. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Bang, bang,
TKO.
bang, bang,
Because I got her best friend over here who just got beat by a fucking surprise roll-up. But, you know, whatever. But, I mean, there ain't nothing but like a little shock value, shock jock. Like, hey, Ronda Rousey's here. Hey, Netflix, she's fighting on the card. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all fuck with TKO and you have Raw on there. Well, like, I didn't really think about that shit. Like, I thought Tony Storm getting up and be like, bitch, you here? Oh, word. And then Ronda was like, hey, listen, you better stop playing with me, dog. Please don't get armbarred out here like Gina Carano's about to get in the first 42 seconds of this match that we paying for $9.99 a month. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get armbarred, we go watch Bridgerton right after that. So,
oh my God.
Yo, yes, man, 400, man. We talking about Bridgerton. But I didn't really get nothing about it. It felt like some shock jock. Like, listen, we doing like it was a real surprise show up like kind of show. You know what I mean? Like it felt like he was emptying the Tommy gun, like in a, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting it all out. You know what I'm saying? Return. So I don't really get nothing by it.
It all happened like back to back. Yeah, Ronda Rousey popping up in AEW, you feel me? Like whether you agreed with it, whether you liked it or not, you feel me? Ben, join us in this whole conversation about Ronda Rousey and AEW, what this means, what this feels like to you. What are you thinking?
I don't think that she's signed. I think this is just the case of like, yo, your buddy is here. You're cool with some people here, so you can just stop in, chill with, have a couple matches, couple handshake deals, do whatever, and also promote her fight. I think it's smart for them to try to, engage with someone who is on the outside of that and try to like gain some star power, because like you said, if you don't, regardless of whether you liked it or not, regardless of whether you thought it was something good or something bad, I didn't like it. I don't like Ronda Rousey. A lot of fans don't like Ronda Rousey, but it got the numbers going, it got the people talking, people tuning in. They were like, the numbers for the post went up. Like it did something. So for them to hitch I don't think they're exactly hitching their wagon to Ronda Rousey. I think it's more of a case like, yo, we play cousins, bruh. You're not signed. We tell people we're related sometimes. You come over to the family reunions or whatever. They say, hey man, I think I might be related. Yeah, thanks. Like, yo, I think we might be related. I think your cousin married my uncle on my mama's side, and they start putting this shit. That's Ronda Rousey's relationship with AEW right now.
I'm not mad at it, bro. Like, I feel like Ronda, listen, I agree with you. I don't think she signed. However, I do think this is a smart move by AEW, by Tony Khan, or whoever was the person in charge that decided, hey, you know what? Maybe we should do this or pitch this in whatever meeting. You feel me? Listen, the fact that they got this move in Los Angeles ahead of the Gina Carano fight, which is in Los Angeles. I don't even know where it is, to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck. But it's on Netflix. And the fact that they got this was a great move for them, because we all know that Marina Shafir and Ronda Rousey are partners. They cool, they close. You know what I'm saying? You got the 4 horsewomen of wrestling, and then you got the 4 horsewomen of MMA. You know what I'm saying? And that relationship has already been strong and established. Now, Ronda Rousey and Marina Shafir, that relationship in AEW, or at least under the AEW umbrella in ROH and Ring of Honor, has already been established. So when Marina Shafir, the problem, has a problem with the biggest person on the roster when it comes to a female standpoint, when it comes to the women's roster, aside from Mercedes Moné, well, if the problem got a problem, then the baddest woman, you feel me, will show up and make sure that shit gets handled. I do not disagree with whatever move that Tony Khan has made to get Ronda Rousey involved here. I do think it's going to lead to a match between Toni Storm and Ronda Rousey. I believe that will possibly be at Double or Nothing in New York in May. But for the time being, Ronda Rousey in AEW in whatever capacity, I think is a good move for the company. Now, I will say, and I'll pass it over to you, Jizzle. Trey Miguel, I apologize.
My nigga, bud.
Because if Ronda Rousey is allowed to be here, and if Hangman Page is allowed to hang out with somebody
we all heaven sent,
then in that case, I am not opposed to Ronda Rousey popping up and either putting Toni Storm over or making Toni Storm feel like a bigger deal than what she already is, because that's exactly what's happening. Jizzle, I'll pass the ball to you. I'll shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, man, you was absolutely right. I'm glad you brought that up, shit, because like, yo, man, like she talking about Sandy Hook. You know what I mean? She can pop up over there. You
How
know
the
what
fuck
I mean?
Trey
Like,
Miguel can't be here?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just shows you, like, listen, the star power is star power. If you can fucking, like, pop a rating, that's what they call it, do that shit. But, like, what AJ said, listen, the last thing I need to see is Jessamine Duke on my TV. I don't want to see Jessamine Duke on my TV ever in my life again.
Put the fuck away from this.
You know, feel me? But Shayna, you know what I mean? Like, listen, you get Shayna up in there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what she's doing, but that's good. Like, listen, I understand the whole point of, like, bringing someone like that. She's a fucking superstar. And not only is she a superstar, she's an ex-WWE superstar. And she's probably the biggest ex-WWE superstar that she had on the show. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't have Andrade come back and leave twice. They didn't have Bryan Danielson. They didn't have, you know what I mean, Chris Jericho. Like, I think she's bigger than Chris Jericho. So I respect the business expat. I don't know. No more Justin Duke, though.
Oh, yeah, I definitely don't want to see Jessamine Duke. Not at all. Gresh, your comments close us out on Ronda Rousey in AEW or the possibility of.
Ronda, don't fuck up. That's all I got.
I like that. I like that because this will like I said, this will likely happen at Double or Nothing in May. But then also like that's like the week after the Gina Carano fight. So I don't know if this is gonna happen before at Dynasty or after in June or July at some point. Maybe they extend this and push this to All In August. I'm not particularly sure, but Ronda Rousey versus Toni Storm, I'm not going to argue about that at all.
It's definitely going to happen on down the line, though, because depending on the outcome of that fight, like if Ronda going to get clipped or not, who knows?
Good point. So, definitely.
And Toni just got rid of
anybody's going to be Toni Storm, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's the best one that you got.
Okay, well, with that said, and close us out here, Ben, who do y'all think attacked Toni Storm this past Wednesday on Dynamite?
I think it was Ronda Rousey. I think that's like a setup. It's either Ronda Rousey or Marina, or maybe Luther. Maybe Luther did it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What if it's Mina?
Fucking crazy.
What if it was Jessamine Duke?
That would be fucking crazy. That would be a hell of a moment. And if it turns out to be Jessamine Duke, it'll be a wet fart. And I hopefully don't think that Tony Khan is headed that direction. You feel me? That is something that we would not fuck with. As far as, if I'm gonna be honest, that's a moment that AEW just likely doesn't need. But as we're closing out here on this week in this episode 400, that's how about Jizzle, if I can throw to you, we can get involved. You feel me? Everybody, y'all talking about congregate. You feel me? Hey, this communion. You feel me? This the week of communion. You feel me? Y'all talking about it at the church. Make sure y'all do what y'all do. Y'all talk about what are your favorite Public Enemies moments so far? This episode 400. What we doing, man? Y'all talking about
yo, man.
Because we closing it out with this, we might as well go out with a bang. I don't want to see no bullshit. I don't want to see no lack of energy here. You feel me? I'm talking about gentlemen. You feel me? If we bring it into the table to close out, you feel me? Episode 400. What are your favorite moments so far of this Public Enemies podcast and this thing that we do in this thing of ours?
First off, like, we love y'all. Make sure y'all following us. Of course, y'all are. We wouldn't be here without y'all. It's an amazing thing. Shout out to all the people that helped us on the way. You know what I mean? Myron, you know what I mean? AJ, Kev on stage, you know what I mean? Alex Kane, like everybody, like, listen, this was something that saved my life, and I appreciate y'all, all that other shit. But my favorite moments is always when I was the champ, you know what I'm saying? To get my belt back up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the white Debos over here, you know what I mean? Like, the white Debos was my favorite part. You know what I mean? When we just named a whole bunch of white Debos. And also, when you and Ben would just, like, argue, and I'd just be like, oh, my God, what's going on? Like,
okay.
Why am I?
Bro, that's my favorite shit, bro. When me and Ben was arguing about the women's tag team tournament, or like the effect of the aftermath of, or whatever the fuck came about from Mercedes and Naomi walking out, that crash out between me and Ben was monumental.
Yo, shit was so crazy. I'm just like, yo, who I want to. And then, like, I remember I told Graham, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to let you guys, I'm saying, behind the curtain, you know what I'm saying, PE3 Unreal, you know what I'm saying, PEHQ Unreal. I was like, yo, I want to argue with some niggas. Like, yo, can I argue with some niggas, please? And then like, Graham was like, oh, okay, you sure? Graham was like, you sure? Like, because, like, yeah, if you want to argue with some niggas, like, you can argue with me. And I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to argue with Ben because he's a new nigga. Like, I know you, blood. But he was like, no, we got to argue, me and you. And then we argued a couple times, and I was like, you know what? I don't know, man. I was like, man, I need to be the good cop and to be like, you know what, guys, can we all just get along? Even though I can say the worst shit on this show sometimes about people. But, yo, those are my favorite moments, man, where you just get like a little peek of behind the curtain. Like, when you get a peek of the group chat, where we just like, no, nigga, fuck that. Hey, you get that shit. So if we didn't love y'all, you wouldn't even be able to see that shit. So that's my favorite part of that shit, for real.
Oh,
that's a fact. I love when we pull the curtain back a little bit. Ben, go ahead. My bad.
Oh my God. I tried. I went back and I thought about it, and I narrowed it down to just one. Well, I have two, but I'm gonna narrow it down to. I'm gonna give the one right now. Yeah, I think it was like right around the time like the brawl out had happened, and CM Punk was like on his way back or something like that, and they were advertising for it, and I went on this like 2-minute rant about CM Punk and how like they did him wrong and how like he needs to be elevated to the top spot. And I went on this like 2.5 minute, probably 3-minute rant, and right at the end of it, CJ was like, "Man, shut the fuck up." That was the most hilarious shit. Because it was just dead silence for like 10 seconds. And then just like, hey, shut the fuck up. Like, it was the funniest thing I had ever experienced like on this show. Like, I still like, I wish I had the clip because I put it in here. But and another one was, I think it was back like a few months ago. I told Graham about this when it was like the end of the episode, and he was like, yeah, he says like take care of each other and yourselves and everything like that. But it was a little bit more than that. And around that time my mother was sick, and I called her immediately after the show was over, and I talked to her and I let her know that I loved her, and that was something that that just sits right here. So that's another one. Very important.
That's fire. I'm glad that there's some moments that hold near and dear to our hearts like that. I don't have anything as sentimental, but I do recall a moment. Shout out to Tron. Shout out to Tron.
Yo, man.
Started the show with us, with myself and with Jizzle, and then you feel me, Ben, and then of course things went off the rails. However, there was a moment in time where we had Tron do a Conan impression, and Conan actually inquired and thought and was upset that he was on the show because he was confused as fuck.
Hey, yo, man.
And I thought that was an amazing moment in the lifetime, in the span of this 400 episodes that we've done. I thought that was great. Conan trying to figure out if he was or if he wasn't actually a guest on the show. That was great. Another moment that I have, and I can shut the fuck up. Gresh, if you want to get involved, CJ, if you want to get involved, go ahead. But if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really liked. Fuck it. I really liked the Mandy Rose.
Oh
Rose,
man.
The Mandy Rose joke that was like with the kufi and it was
oh my
like,
god,
her tan was so egregious. It was clearly a joke, but it offended some people. And I really enjoyed the fact that me and CJ got on that Spaces where they were talking and upset about the Public Enemies and how dare he say some shit like that. And we told them niggas, hey,
that's what we do, nigga. This is what we do. This is why you here, nigga.
This is what we do, Triple H. You feel me? Be mad about some shit if you want to, nigga. That shit was funny.
Bro, that's why we have Spaces about it.
I think I was in those spaces just laughing. I was like, these niggas mad about this shit? Like,
brother.
We all had our main character moments on Twitter. So that's why I'd be laughing at it.
I got in one of them. I was like, yo, man, that was on me. That's my bad. And I told his Graham was like, nah. What the fuck you apologize for, nigga?
Fuck them niggas.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. Hey, yo, I remember some of the 400 episodes. I remember me and Ben went in there and represented for the entire black community. You know what I'm saying? In the racial draft, and then like that shit just kind of like went off the rails because there was like, yo, can you guys come on and like, you know what I'm saying, just do some funny shit. Then me and Ben was like, you know what, bud, this is what we about to do. We about to 2-man, you know what I'm saying, take all the belts from these niggas, and then we ended up with everything for the black community and the wrestling community. Like we've been through everything, man. Like all the shit. Listen, we lost our whole entire page and had to get Shorty, you know what I'm saying, and shake her ass, you know what I'm saying, with the new joint on there. You know what I'm saying? It got us all the way up to 105. You feel me? It's at the 105.3, you know what I'm saying, on the Elon network. Listen, we wouldn't be here without y'all. Like I love every single second of this journey from when it was me and Graham helping this nigga move his fucking stuff out of his apartment to the next apartment. You know what I'm saying? Off of weed and pizza. And we did that shit in 2 hours, nigga. Moved the entire fucking apartment out.
Facts.
All the way to right now to what we say got up on Gresh where I was super crip. And then Graham was like, yeah, nigga, you say you part of the gang now. Otherwise you about to die.
The funny thing is that's literally my favorite moment, and it's not even tied to the actual show because we was all high and drunk out of our fucking mind in Philadelphia. Raining, cold as shit. Like everything is going on. And they was like, hey, you want to do the show? And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, sure. Cause and the funny thing is, not funny thing is, but it was just like I'm in this moment of redirecting my entire mental stability following the loss of my mom. So it's kind of like, sure, I'm saying yes and sure to whatever just to keep my mind busy. And me keeping my mind busy turned into a friendship, a genuine friendship. Like I'm spending time with this nigga Graham as if he's my brother. I'm spending time with Jizzle from time to time. Man, it's just like we just talking shit. And it's like, yo, this has become a bond that I feel like it would take an act of a higher power to break, because it's like we come here, do our thing, get our shit done, and go to fuck home, and we still be sending jokes to the chat like as it's like, hey, this is supposed to be a business chat, but it's like, you know what? I got to get this joke off to somebody. here you go, motherfucker. But nah, as far as on air favorite moments, whenever I zone the fuck out because I'd be so sleep deprived, and I'd be like, what are we talking about? And that'd be a genuine reaction because I'm like, what the fuck did we what are we talking about?
I said that. Like, yeah,
I said that.
It's
all good. And also one of my favorite moments when we because we typically try to keep behind the scenes stuff off air. And I was like, remember that one episode of Saturday Night's Main Event, that one post show we did? And I was like, yeah, just so you guys know, we're never doing this shit again. Goodbye.
Peacock or NBC, nigga. What are you talking about?
Like, we're never doing this shit again. Hey, man.
Hell, man.
The course doesn't mean we sleep deprivation is enough. Yes.
Every week, you know, I look forward to this shit. Listen, there's nobody that I love in my life more than you three niggas that do this shit, and Cujo. Shout out to Cujo, which you guys niggas don't even know. You know what I'm saying? That's holding us down. You know what I mean? I'm saying making all the shit look visually pretty. You know what I'm saying? The best visual man in the game, nigga. All the fucking covers. Everything goes into everything with everything, nigga. He thinks about that shit. And if you say something to him, nigga, please believe they might not say nothing, but I will. Because I have nothing to do. I just walk around at my job all day and get paid to pay my rent. So I will say something to you very ignorantly.
I got a lot of cousins that work for the airport, you feel me? So free flights is my shit, you feel me? So if you want to say something to Cujo, feel free, go ahead. But you know, like to be honest with you, you feel me? If you want to do that, you feel me? And I pull up, you feel me? And we have to have a conversation about that, then hey, I'm just saying that's not gonna go well for you.
And I'm gonna be real with you. You got to come to me because I don't care about you enough to go to your place of employment. You know where I'm at. I'm in Georgia. Come to my neck of the woods if you want to.
We right where La Russell's at. You know what I'm saying? Ben's in the do and two state. You know what I'm saying? So we tripping. You know what I mean? We all have to sit from the do and two to the 707. You know what I'm saying? It's to the A. You know what I'm saying? To wherever, you know what I'm saying, my man is at, because y'all can't even say pay him. But we wouldn't be here without each other. I love you. I just want to say this. I love y'all guys, for real.
It's all love over here, man. This is the best fun I have. I could be knocked out sleep, but it's like, hey, the best content is when I'm sleep deprived. That's like 95% of my content. That's how y'all like me, because if I ever take a nap, then I know for a fact that I won't be on my game. So hey, if you see a yawn on the show, that lets you know I'm about to say the most wildest out of pocket shit.
Exactly. Mind your business.
Yawn, then I'm a yawn. I'm like,
mind your business. You feel me?
You know, my mama, man. And I agree with you.
Shout out to Amante, shout out to Ken, shout out to Cujo, shout out to the Fuck You Mean, shout out to man, just everybody that be holding us down. Shout out to
Keeks, you know what I'm saying?
Bowden,
Keeks
shout out
down.
Man, listen, if we don't shout out to Keeks, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the fuck we doing. You feel me?
We wouldn't even pay attention to AEW ones for her.
My motherfucking sister who held us down and made sure that we had some real content that was not only favorable, but not only great, but not only saucy, but not only women led, but not only, you feel me, fly as fuck, but not only in your motherfucking face about it, you feel me? Shout out to Keeks, because All Elite with Keeks was an amazing experience, an amazing time. I want to shout out to Drip, shout out to Banks, shout out to everybody that had a finger on a motherfucking pulse, you feel me, and was involved in pushing that together. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody that pushed the enemies to do what the fuck we done did, and shout out to everybody that's finna push the enemies to push forward and do what the fuck we finna do. Y'all talking about? I ain't got no more whoop, but you feel me? You know I'm finna whoop. Y'all talking about episode 400 in the motherfucking bag. Yo, bitch in the motherfucking bag. Hit that like button, you feel me? Because you know we finna smash all that shit. Gang, 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 gang. Shout out to Tasha, my sis. She said I'm in a 513. You feel me?
Yo, I'm saying, you heard what she said. You know what I mean?
This is ESPN, not Nickelodeon. Nigga, bitch, get it right. You feel me? Shout out to Christian Jizzle. Close us out, man, because we gotta get the fuck gone.
Yo, man, we gotta get up out of here, man. But listen, we ain't nothing without you guys. Follow the Public Enemies HQ, the greatest Twitter account of all time. Argue with your bitch and your mama. And if your mama's your bitch, then I'm saying call somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you saying you can follow me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, that's me. I done changed my shit 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Since we got blocked out. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that supported us, man. We love y'all. And again, listen, y'all my brothers. As an only child with half sisters who I got to protect all the way on the other side of the fucking country. Like, it's good to have some brothers that I can fucking get along with. And I love you guys. I'm saying, like, 400 is fucking impressive. So I love y'all, for real.
Oh, my mama, man. Like Dizzle said, episode 400 in the bag. Public Enemies HQ across the board. If you ain't following the movement, I don't know what the fuck you doing. Hit the like button if you haven't done that already. Follow the gang at Public Enemies HQ everywhere like air. You feel me? I go by the name, oh my God, Graham on the closeout. I appreciate everybody that tapped in. If you ain't tapped in with the like button, you feel me? Go ahead and tap in with the like button. If you ain't tapped in with the subscribe guide, you feel me? Tap in with the subscribe guide. You feel me? On top of that, follow the gang, follow the boy, follow the God. Oh my God, Graham, beat me there. Don't meet me there. Y'all talking about Benjamin. What the fuck you mean, Benny the Butcher?
Yeah, you can follow me Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at _SonOfMars_ Here's to 400 more episodes.
G-O-D. 1,000, nigga. Gresh, man, send us home, my boy.
And you already know, man. This has been the best thing since wrestling. And you already know where you're going to see us next week. 401, 402, 403. Hit that subscribe so you can get notified that we are in the building. And with that being said, hey, lock in for the next 400 because we ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. Lock in. You can follow me at @isgresh, AOisgresh, everywhere else. And we in there like swimwear. We out.
Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great weekend. Deuces.